great book, better story. God,
They should have walked.
Why would you ruin my outro?
They should have walked them.
They should have walked them. I'm going deep here, man.
Oh, man.
We'll be right back.
The first one that came to me was Riders of the Storm, because I remember that sound being so different.
You can remember the bell-like sound in Riders on the Storm. That was Rhodes.
If you're a good pitcher, you never walk anybody. You throw that ball hard and fast, just like Gerald did, right down the middle, and then dare him to hit it. Leukemia. How did that change your perspective of what you were doing?
Well, you definitely have a different sense of urgency about accomplishing goals or just doing it. At first, I didn't know what would happen, and I wasn't going to do it. But my daughter, again, she was a major influence and thought that it would be good for me to take on something and just give myself something to do rather than just
fade away.
Yeah. And
what a blessing she was.
Yeah, she's very wise. I have a lot of very wise young ladies in my life. And
Nothing like the skirt. Nothing like the skirt. That's what I always say.
Well, it's my daughter. And
I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying women wear skirts.
Oh, yeah.
And men do what they do
in some areas
because of the skirt. Now, for me personally, it's my daughter who's 7. I could fight an army for her. I might lose, but I'd go for the fight.
Sure.
Got me?
Mm-hmm.
To me, she's the skirt. And by the same token, my mom's 83. I'd fight an army for her too.
Yeah.
So it's always for the skirt, man.
Well, that's what makes
nothing
the world
negative,
go around.
nothing
That's
sexual.
sure.
I'm just saying it's for the skirt, and that's what drive and passion women can bring into your life.
Sure. Well, there are equalizers, and I think that we would tear everything up if it was up to men, and they'd say, just calm down, guys, and
I tear stuff up anyway.
And
it's a personal issue. I'm gonna tear some stuff up later today.
Yeah.
So the leukemia hits. It's 2008. You continue the process. I'm assuming you're going through some kind of treatment.
Well, when I first got diagnosed with it, I didn't realize what was going on with me. I was a pretty sizable guy.
Right.
I weighed like around 237.
Right.
And weight just started dropping.
Right.
And I felt tired and sore all the time. So I used to walk every day. Mm-hmm. So I thought, wow, this walking thing is really dropping the weight, man. This is pretty cool, thinking it was. But a friend of mine said, you should really go to the doctor. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
And I thought I had maybe salmonella poisoning because it lives in the bones, and I was just sore all the time.
Right.
So had to go through the grueling testing process of that, but I won't go into that. But it woke me up in a lot of ways, and again, I didn't really know what to expect because, at first to get to specialists to start treatments, you're on a waiting list. There's a lot of sick people, so it's not even immediate that you even get to start treatment until you really assess what's going on and how your body's reacting to it. There's a lot of variables, but I was just, restless then and wondering, man, what am I going to do? and I had lost so many friends to it. And
To leukemia?
oh, absolutely. And I was like going, wow, no way. I don't even know how this is happening to me. So, but my daughter talking to me and kind of giving me that push just to encourage me, it ignited the inspiration that I had inside. And I said, you know what, man, I want to do this. If you're serious, I'll help you. That was kind of the circumstance there. And he was ready to go. He put up his own money to start things out.
Who did? Who did?
Ben did. And so that showed me he was really serious about
Did he do it because of the leukemia, or did he do it because of the book, or a combination of both?
Well, I didn't tell him what was going on with me.
But he knew something was wrong.
I think he did. And he would always ask, are you okay? He'd be very sensitive to just say, you know, are you tired? He was a very considerate person. So I was just
Not considerate enough to show up today, though.
Oh, man, he works for, I think he's working for this, I don't want to say the wrong, but he works like in education. So he's doing some significant work there today.
Yeah, what a coincidence. I work in education, too. You learning anything? Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so when starting the process out, I don't think he understood how expensive that it is, because, you know, it's, so I...
He just produced a new movie with Joe Pesci.
Oh, awesome.
And I gave him one price, and it ended up being a much different price. And no, he gave me a price. It ended up being a much different. He knows what it's like.
Whatever,
to go to that
whoever
meeting.
gave who the price, it was wrong.
Yeah. You can never spend enough. That's the problem.
Oh, I love Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
I actually have been to his house before. I was invited there. Ray Parker Jr. and George Benson. We were all hanging out. I even have pictures and everything.
L.A. or New York?
It was in, I think, near Bel Air area.
Yeah, no, up off of Mulholland.
Yeah.
is where-
Yeah, I don't want to tell these people where he lives.
See,
but-
I don't
He's
like
moved since then. So.
I don't like to name drop, but I was at Pesci's house recently.
Awesome.
And he comes out, which was so cool because I rang the bell. He comes out, he hands me a quarter, and he said, "Next time, L.A. Times, not the Herald." I said, "Sorry, Mr. Pesci." It was a great meeting. To me, it was a great meeting.
I love it.
Yeah.
I loved his house then because it was, he had instruments set up in the living
Yeah,
room.
in the living room. We used to play. We played every Sunday night. We had
Mark's
dinner.
one of Joe's closest friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Sunday night is Quincy's been up there and
Yeah, a lot of actually
a lot of jazz.
Joey
Joey loves
DeFrancesco.
jazz. Joey DeFrancesco, Pat Marino.
Great, yeah, all those guys. It was Joey.
Joey's
was there
from
that
where
night.
I was born. Joey's one of the best organ players, one of the
Oh yeah, in the world.
in the world.
Fabulous.
Except
Young guy.
when Gerald's there. Then Joey
Well, I don't know
goes-
if Gerald plays
then
the same
Joey
type
goes
of
into the
music that
kitchen.
Joey
Joey goes
plays.
to the kitchen and has a drink until that guy leaves.
Joey lives in Arizona.
Yeah, he lives then, and he invited George Benson because George
Yeah.
lives in Arizona too. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they came,
Yeah.
together, and
That's
it
why
was a
George Benson.
fantastic. It ended up being
Yeah.
a great meeting on a lot of levels. But
You know why I bring up George Benson? Because I tried out for a talent competition once, and I sang "The Greatest Love of All,"
oh man,
and they laughed me out. And then I realized I was actually in the girls' gym. I was in the wrong place. We'll be right back with more of the show. Don't
I
go
can hardly
anywhere.
wait.
I made a mistake earlier. I confused a silly joke with a dumb thing. But I don't care. So, we have the leukemia. We have the book started. Benjamin's back in your play. All these people are responding. What is it like going through treatment and following this dream of yours? You got this intensity to do, because you said something earlier. You said that no one... That's how we roll.